All right, welcome back to the Grand Solar Minimum channel. Sorry for the delay. We got it working finally. Today is Tuesday, August 10th, 2021. Let's check out our space weather right now. Our solar wind speeds are coming in at 439.8 kilometers per second with a density of 4.7. Well, SPACEWEATHER.com is not even taking any time to announce that we are once again blank. The sunspot AR2853 that was in the northeastern limb that we were talking about yesterday is decaying, and it will not be a sunspot by the end of the day. So SPACEWEATHER.com is saying blank today, and wait till I show you the forecast for tomorrow on sunspots. So we are now blank again. That is the 54th day of 2021 without sunspots. We are 3 sunspotless days ahead of schedule than what we were this time during the last minimum, when we were coming out of the minimum and heading into a maximum. So it's very, very important to note these. And honestly, I can see this actually going on for a few more days. And let me get to that here in a minute. So with that being said, KP indices are sitting at a 2, and a 24-hour max is also at a 2. TCI is unchanged at 516, and the cosmic radiation dosage rates went up to 0.4%. And now we are looking at 8.6% cosmic radiation dosage rates. Folks, we are only just a few points away from being where we were during the heart of this minimum as far as cosmic radiation dosage rates. We are slowly climbing out of this minimum, folks. Slowly climbing. I know we've talked about Terminator events and how once that Terminator event happens, if it happens anytime soon, it could kick solar cycle 25 into a super sunspot cycle. That forecast is now changing daily from scientists who predicted this 200 plus sunspot number for this cycle. Now they've adjusted it to 195. I promise you, in the months to come, they'll keep dropping that number. Our sun is showing us signals of a weak signal right now. Not just a blank sun today, but the solar flares, how weak they are. A C1 yesterday, not that big of a deal. A strong B-class flare, not that big of a deal. We have had an X-class flare. Thankfully, no damage was caused from this, so nothing to worry about. It was a weak X flare, if there's such a thing. But we've had a handful of G1 storms, 1 or 2 G2 storms, but nothing G3, G4, G5 yet. And that's because of how early we are right now in this cycle. But everything as far as activity from the sun is concerned so far has been weak and small. And the thing that I want to really point out the most is the sunspot numbers. When we do see a sunspot, it's a grouping number of 11 or 13. Guys, that's solar minimum conditions. We're still not seeing evidence that the sun is ready to wake up. In fact, I put down here in the alerts, I put, shh, the sun is sleeping. And it is. It's asleep right now. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the rest of what I wanted to show you as far as the forecast that we got coming up here for the next few days as far as sunspots are concerned. Right now, everything is minimum conditions, moderate solar wind, no big deal right now, right? Yeah, the cat is crazy for the sun. She is very happy with my reporting. Thank you, Draken. So, I saw that in the chat. Anyway, let's move on to the grandsolarminimum.com. That's our website. If you guys haven't been there before, anyone new, please check it out. The grandsolarminimum.com. Got to put that "the" in front of it. Let's go check it out real quick. This is our space weather section. Well, it will be here in just a quick second. Our space weather section is not showing up. There it is. That's not it. There is the SDO in motion. As you can see, we have no large coronal holes right now. Sunspot AR2853 has decayed, is no longer qualifying as a sunspot. Look at this. So a lot more information looks to be covered up than revealed. I don't know why, but only a select part of the sun. The far side is not being visualized at all, just all Earth facing right now. And as you can see, we look like we are going to be quiet for a little while. I'm not worried about that guy right there. That guy right there where my arrow is, not worried. That is just as small as some of these other sunspots. Remember how big this was before it pierced the eastern limb. You think this is going to have a chance? And look how quiet we are, folks. Indications that we could see several more spotless days here in the coming days. Could it be 3? Could it be 4? Could it be 6? I don't know. Right now, it looks to be at least 3 days blank, as this sunspot region will take its time making its way around the bend. So sunspots are few and far between right now. We've had a really busy summer. We've seen July cranked out the most sunspot activity that we've seen in quite some time, and it was impressive. And now, once again, like I've told you, we see this pattern of action from the sun, and then like the sun takes a mini nap for a little while, wakes back up, and then goes back to sleep. So it's not ready yet to go into maximum yet. We're still early in the cycle. And in my opinion, things are moving pretty slow. And this is just another indication of a weak solar cycle, weaker than the one that we just got out of, which was already weaker than the one we've had in the last 160 plus years. Very interesting stuff. All right, let's check out our forecast here in the lower 48, folks. We do this every morning. We'll check out our weather real fast. And right now we are checking out, this is our map for Tuesday. Severe weather possible today. We spoke about this yesterday. Wisconsin, Michigan, northern Illinois, and Indiana as well. Parts of Iowa could see some good beneficial rain. Northern Missouri. Also in on the action. Kansas, you're going to get some rain today as well. Unfortunately, Matt, my friend in Nebraska, it's going to be dry. There is a spot in that McCook area that could see a light shower, but that's not enough rain for what you guys need up there. Our friend Millennial Farmer up in the north in Minnesota finally getting some showers. I'm not so sure, though, how beneficial that rain is at the moment as well. Let's check out tomorrow. More severe weather for the same spots in Michigan and Wisconsin. Not as much coverage as it was today, but we're still seeing that threat for potential severe weather in the Great Lakes. Across the rest of the nation, showers and storms, really just light thunderstorms across the south, and rain chances for the Midwest into the Northeast. Dry in the Northwest and the Northern Plain states, and some rain in the Southwest. And by the time we get to Thursday, Rain, Go Away is the song that's going to be played the most here in the Northeast. But we are getting ready to start a wet pattern here for the Midwest and the Northeast. The South has been wet for the past 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 weeks. It just seems like it's always raining down in the South. There's always showers and storms almost every day down there. And I think that has a lot to do with keeping your temperatures down a little bit too. We get a lot of comments from people in the South, Texas, Louisiana, talking about how it's usually in the hundreds by now. And I think the majority of the precipitation you guys have seen is keeping temperatures on the lower side as well. Even though we've seen a really hot summer, there are still areas that are still scratching their head, asking themselves what has happened to summer. Let's take a look at high temperatures. Well, I'll tell you what has happened to summer. It is in Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas. Finally, triple-digit heat is possible for you. Also in California, across Central California and Southern California, areas in Arizona and Nevada also looking at triple-digit heat. The rest of the country in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, some summer weather for sure here. Even up in the upstate New York region, looking at upper 80s today. So get out and enjoy it while you can. I know school starts here soon for the kiddos, and if you haven't gotten out for a beach vacay yet, try to see if you can get one done this week, because the temperatures, from what I'm seeing in the long-term forecast from the GFS, from now through the third week of August, most of the United States will see normal dog days of summer weather here in August unless something changes. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But that's going to do it for me today on this morning's solar update. Hope everyone has a great day out there, and be safe, guys. We'll talk soon.
Do you like this show? Give us a thumbs up. Want to support us more? Share to your favorite social media platform. Buy a t-shirt or become a Patreon. All links are in the description below.